Now, this really is a story about America's quintessential can-do attitude. Whether their leaders fail them, our citizens take matters into their own hands. Enter Brian Kolfage. He's a triple amputee Air Force vet who started a GoFundMe page for the wall, the wall that the politicians don't want to fund. And he started this just 3 days ago. In that short time, he has already raised more than $9.7 million. Now, here to tell us why he did this, what he hopes to achieve, is Brian himself. All right, Brian. Now, the critics will say that this is just a publicity stunt. It's not going to even make a dent in the total cost, which would be at least around $20 billion. I'm not great at math, but that's a pretty tough hill to climb. So what do you say to those critics?
I say that they're full of crap, and this is the United States, and we can do anything we want. And if people want to donate to that wall and give their money, they can do it. I mean, what's $80 for 60 million people? The common person can give that kind of money. And this is not just about Republicans and conservatives. There's an outpouring of Democrats that are messaging me and giving to this wall fund. It's from both sides of the aisle, but you don't hear the liberal media saying that. This is America coming together. They want the wall, and they're putting their money where their mouth is, and they're funding it.
Well, you've had some run-ins before with Facebook, I know, on blocking various accounts you've had, even a military beer business you had to give 10% of your profits to military charities. You're a triple amputee, Air Force veteran, and yet Facebook's had like a kind of an aggressive attitude toward you. I know you've hired counsel trying to fight them on this. Are you seeing any resistance to your postings? I've gotten a lot on my Facebook page, and I've sent them out to my friends, but are you getting any resistance at all in the social media community?
I'm not allowed on Facebook anymore. My company, Military Grade Coffee Company, was outright banned, and Facebook executives told me I'm not allowed to use it, and they threatened my wife to delete her account if they catch me on Facebook. So I don't use Facebook anymore. I've gone to Twitter, and that's where people can find me. And it's ridiculous the way that these companies treat people. And Americans are just pissed off. They're pissed off in general, and they're mad with the way politics and politicians are handling things, and big tech, and it's a lot of problems that are bubbling up right now, and it's just a culmination of things, and Americans are just not happy.
Now, why the wall? Why is this an issue for you?
Well, I mean, the wall is an important thing for me. I mean, I feel it's near and dear to my heart, and it was a promise that was made to Americans, and this is a very important part of our nation, our country. We need security. We are a nation of laws. We need to enforce these laws. We can't have people coming across our border who are unchecked that we don't know who they are. I mean, we could have another terrorist attack tomorrow. It doesn't take many people to stage an attack. We need to know who's coming across that border, and we need to keep it in check. And this, like I said, this wall is in our Constitution. We need to have the wall, and Americans want the wall.
What do you mean the wall is in our Constitution? Where in the Constitution?
Well, what I mean, it's part of our nation. It's part of our laws.
I mean, you're talking about our sovereignty, our sovereignty.
Yeah, sovereignty. Right? We're a nation of laws.
The wall itself is not in the Constitution.
Trump wall is not in the Constitution.
Yeah, but I get what your point is. He made the promise, and if that wall doesn't get built, it's hard to see Trump winning in 2020. I know people don't like hearing that, but if this wall doesn't get built, I think it's going to demoralize a lot of people. We're going to have more problems. You got to get the thing built, but. Mikhail Gillette, I don't even know who this person is, but it's some singer I guess a lot of people follow, was hitting you pretty hard on Twitter saying the following. Right now in America, people are donating money they don't have to build a wall they don't need to solve a problem that doesn't exist. And I guess the band Airborne Toxic Effect, basically saying you're bad at math because it would take, till 2086, you're racist, bad at math. I mean, there's no real substantive argument against why a wall may or may not work, but I'm sure you're going to get a lot of that.
Oh, I mean, that's just the liberal tactics and the liberal media. They're going to come out and attack me. They're going to come out and attack my family. And it's just, they can go ahead and do what they want, but we're not stopping. We're going to keep on pushing through. If, no matter what Congress does, if, they pass this through, we're not stopping. We're going to keep pushing this through. We're going to see what Senate does. We're going to see how this plays out. And, Americans aren't happy, and they're going to keep giving to this GoFundMe, and we're going to keep pushing it.
$9.7 million. It's one of the top GoFundMe efforts in just 3 days in the United States for the whole year. Brian, we're going to be following this. Thank you for your service to this country. You suffered greatly for our freedom, and you continue to inspire so many people. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it, and Merry Christmas to your family. And now on to some troubling revelations inside a Florida court.